And why, really why, honestly, why shall we talk about this thinking outside the box? Why shall we expand our thinking and shake the old patterns? Why shall we push ourselves to leave comfort zones and adapt new ideas? Because it's fun, it's crazy, and it's totally scary. Well, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Johnny Sundin. As you heard, I'm a keynote speaker traveling all around the world. I have a background in event, media, comedy, and communication. And this is the world where we create and co-create things. Yeah, it's a crazy place, isn't it? It's spinning like a roulette wheel all the time. We don't know from one day to another what's going to happen today. And that we live in a constantly changing world with constantly changing patterns, that's a no-brainer, of course. We know that, and we really like it too. I've been working with a lot of companies during the years that really wanted to have a creative company. Yes, they screamed for new ideas and creative employees and innovative solutions all the time. But not so many companies are able to walk the talk. Because creativity is nothing you can outsource to the research and development department from one time to another. A creative company or community is something that is in the whole soul. It's like the umami taste, the hidden taste that we have. It should be everywhere in an organization or among people. And that is how new ideas and new patterns starts. It's not just one big step. It's a lot of small steps. And you could be one of the heroes jumping out first, if you're brave enough. Ecosystems is about me all the time. We want to create on companies and communities mental ecosystems. That is better. So thinking outside the box is thinking outside the brain. Is that even possible? What? You want to say hello to the other brains. Hello. They passed their limits by just thinking outside their own brains and the box, of course. Creativity is so much more. It's about attention. It's about curiosity. It's about attitude. It's about the culture. It's about respect. It's about fear. It's about open minds. It's about courage and a lot more. It's about breaking and changing mind patterns. About going from one mind map, how the present is now, how the world is constructed now, and to the other mind map that you want to reach in some way. And to travel in between to find it. To find your special innovation or solution. The future belongs to the open-minded. 7 simple words, but a magic sentence for me. When we talk about when heart meets brain, and brain meets heart. So we can meet the constantly changing future. And you will participate with your own body and brain. I transform you to brain cells now. You will do an exercise called From Order to Chaos. You also have to sit in between 2 new people. Ladies and gentlemen, you made it. This is exactly what happens in the brain when you are in a creative process. You go from one pattern to another pattern, and then it's chaos in between. 400,000 human brain project and a foot. Comfort zones is the area where you feel safe. And maybe you have seen this picture on the internet a lot. This is your comfort zone, and where the magic happens is over here. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I will leave my comfort zone. I will leave the stage. This is my comfort zone. I will come out to you, and maybe you feel a little bit scared, but I'm a friendly person. And I will ask you, what kind of word did you catch? If you want to create ideas, you do like this. You take one thing that you know about, and then another thing you know about, and then you collide them together. And then, poof, suddenly you have an idea. Shh, don't tell anybody. This sport works like this. They have a puck filled with air, floating up underneath the ice. But the most crazy thing with this picture is, of course, the advertising. Advertising underwater. Who's looking at this? Bring your family and jump into the water. Yeah, interesting game. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, there we lost one of the children. They have to do 10 knee bends in front of a screen. And if they're doing the 10 knee bends, it's registered for the camera, then they have the free ticket for the subway. It's about combining all the time. So now you're wondering, I do have a neighbor that is not so creative as I am myself. Is there a quick fix so I can help this neighbor? And I say no. Probably not. If you want to increase your own creativity or the neighbor's creativity, well, there's only one thing you can do. It's practice. It's a skill. And the second day, we set up the table like this. And the third day, we did like this. Finally, we talk a little bit more about courage. Courage. You must bend your neck and stretch your throat. Look up in the eyes of the old patterns and say, "Fuck you!" Fuck you! But here's my little twist. Be brave to think differently than yourself. Yeah, think about that one. Because challenge another brain, that's not so easy, but it's possible. But to challenge your own brain, to have a challenge between your two hemispheres inside, that's the real challenge. If you manage to do that, you can create whatever you want. You can move the world and you can create new patterns everywhere. Thank you all for coming here. My name is Johnny Sundin. Thank you. Thank you.